Hello everyone, I have a big news to share. Calgary market coming into a balanced market. Welcome to September Real Estate Market Update. I'm Uros Markovic, Calgary and area realtor. We will talk about market becoming more balanced, at least in a certain price ranges. We will talk about the interest rate drop, green line and water restrictions here in Calgary. September is one of the best months of the year. It is still hot outside and days are still long, but the city is full of its residents as summer vacations fade into rearview mirror, with most families returning to town for school and work. When it comes to real estate, it is usually a turning point in the market, where we see sales begin to slow, as most consumers seeking to make a move have done so already, and things wind down towards the winter months. But this year is a little bit different because, as I have mentioned in a previous market updates, our market got an early start in 2024 and seems to be about 2 months ahead of where we would be traditionally at this point of the year. What it means is that our market has already been easing into brakes and has been in a slowdown mode for several months now. Well, let me break the markets by the number. The August dataset shows the average price of a home in Calgary has fallen for 2 consecutive months now, by very small numbers though. In June, price peaked at $608,000, which fell slightly to $606,700 in July and has dropped a little further to $601,800. Sales have also slowed with declines in each of the last 3 months from the peak in May, with the most recent numbers showing 2,186 sales across all segments in Calgary market. Numbers shows that we are moving towards the balanced market, but the real story is the emergence of a high inventory levels combined with the slower sales contributing to more balanced market conditions heading into the fall. Overall months of supply came at 805 this month, a welcome relief from the very tight conditions we have experiencing for the most of the last 2 years. In fact, we have 2 months in a row where the months of supply metric has been higher than any other month since March 2023 or for all 18 months ago. In this graph, you will see the trend pointing towards Calgary being balanced market territory by the end of this year. But to really understand where the Calgary market is, and you need to take a closer look at what is driving this trend, and that is mostly easily done by exploring the inventory levels at the various pricing segments. When we do that, we can see that we have over 2 months of supply between $300,000 and $400,000 price point, which encompasses the average price of an apartment condo, which comes at $346,500 in August. The other 2 price points to note are higher than average prices for both the $700,000 to $1 million mark and more than $1 million price points being above 205 months of supply average, with the latter being in a buyer's market territory already. It is interesting to note that $1 million plus category is the 3rd highest inventory level across all price segments, with all of them being above average months of supply level across the whole market. This tells us that we have lots of property owners taking an aspirational approach to pricing their properties. It is a nice way to say that they're really out of touch with what this market will bear. Calgary just does not have a lot of $1 million plus buyers at present. So looking ahead the fall market and what we see there. So what does it mean as we head into the months of the year that we usually expect to be slower? Well, I suspect that we will start to see more inventory actually come off the market at these levels as sellers recognize that the buyers are not there right now and perhaps try again in the spring. The heart of our market, price points between $400,000 and $700,000 are still very much in seller's market territory. That is where the buyers want to be right now, and anyone with a real estate to sell in that range will still find a lot's interest for their property. I also expect that the recent interest rate reduction will bring more buyers to the table, which will put more pressure on $700,000 to $1 million price points, as those segments are still driven by the cost of debt and actually affected by interest rate adjustments. This isn't a cause for panic though, but rather a sign that our market is just running out of steam a little earlier than we would have expected, and a return to balanced condition is a good thing for the overall health of our market. It means that there is still to be a healthy competition for quality properties, but buyers will be under a little bit less pressure and should have the options to include conditions in their offers and perhaps take a little bit more time when contemplating a big ticket purchase like buying a home. Year to date, Calgary has seen almost exactly the same amount of sales as we observed last year, and pricing has climbed by 9% year over year. So just because we are seeing some cooling effect and return to more balanced conditions, it doesn't mean that we have not had a great year from a sales and price growth perspective. Now let's talk about the news and what's happening here locally. Looking at the news, we are back to stage 4 water restrictions in Calgary, which means no exterior watering. These restrictions will go on until approximately 23rd of September. Well, we also heard from the federal government they will make approximately 56 properties across the country available for a development by private developers with the express purpose of adding rental supply at the lower ranges of affordability. 2 of those properties are in Calgary at Caribou Rocks, which is the west of Crotchell Trail between 26th Avenue and 50th Avenue, and another one is in Adrie on the corner of 1st and 1st, just across from the provincial courthouse. The idea is to build rental units where 30% of them will be rented at affordable, what they call affordable, 80% of the average rental rate. Now let's talk about the interest rates. They came down 3 times in a row. Bank of Canada cut their overnight interest rates from 5% to 4.25% since June. Each 25 basis points decrease equals to $15.6 on each $100,000 borrowed. So for example, on a $400,000 mortgage, that is $62 a month. This is a great news for everyone with variable rate mortgages or line of credit, but also for buyers looking to get into the market. Well, now I can't do this market update without mentioning Green Line fiasco. City of Calgary Council and Administration thought that ever-changing, newly revised and further shortened Green Line that's supposed to have just 8 stops, be 11 kilometers long, and a cost of $6.2 billion is a good investment, with the risk of the project to go over the budget due to the underground stations planned in a place where underground rivers is. So let's do a math over here. $6.2 million for 11 kilometer line equals to approximately $563,000 per every meter built. Well, the promise thought that is unreasonable and it wouldn't fund the project like that. Well, now they're back to the drawing board to find more feasible solution. Well, this is all for this month. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a great summer. And if you would like some more info on your purchase or a sale decision, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you and see you soon.